There's a bit of this video where I would normally edit it out where I messed up speaking about 4 times during a part which I thought was kind of awkward. I would normally edit that out, but I left it in because I thought it was kind of funny. So feel free to make fun of me in the comments. I encourage you to. Today I want to touch on a topic which came up when I was interviewing someone. It was Steve from Tico Solutions, the tent washing company. He had said, you're either getting into this from an industry side or a business side. And it was very astute because a lot of people will get into event rental companies because they worked for an event rental company for a few years and they figure they can do it, which, they can learn along the way. And then other people are coming at it from a business side. They may want to own a business. They may have never done event rentals. They either found this channel or another source or know someone who does it and think, that's a good idea, I can get into that. Coming from either direction is fine, but you have to know your limitations. If you're coming at it from a business side, you may know a bunch of the things that you're already gonna come across as you're running your business, but you don't know how to do anything in this warehouse, what rents out, what people want, customer service, things like that. You may not know any of that. So if you're coming at it from that perspective, I would say go get some experience. If you're in college, go get a summer job working at an event rental company and just keep it to yourself what your eventual plan is. If you're older and got a normal job, see if you can take a week off, and if there's some company maybe a state away which will let you come apprentice with them for a week. You can always do it with me too. I'll let anyone come here, work for a week as long as I've talked to you enough. Usually I let patrons come. Plug for my Patreon. I got a Patreon. You want to join and get access to me and questions asked? You can always come with me too. I let patrons come and work, and you can always come work with me too. I let patrons come. You can always come work with me too. I let patrons come work and train you on things that you want to get trained on. But go get some experience if you're coming at it from a business perspective. It'll help out a lot. Now, if you're coming at it from the perspective of you've been working for an event rental company and you kind of know what to do, go get some business experience. You don't necessarily have to go to college for 4 years for it, but spend $100, $20 a book and get 5 books. Watch some YouTube videos, watch this, read some articles, and kind of see what's coming up in your business journey. Because there's going to be a lot of things that come up that you just don't know about. Sure, you can do everything in this warehouse, but when it comes to running the business, you're going to be lost. Now, that's the perspective I came from. Worked for a rental company, started a rental business, and there was a lot of things that I missed and got kind of, in trouble for. I had to pay fines. One of the biggest things was I paid sales tax at the end of the year when I was making X amount. Once you make a certain amount, you're supposed to pay sales tax every quarter, and then after that, every month. Right now, I'm a quarterly, so I didn't know this, so I got dinged at the end of my first year. And another huge mistake was not keeping track of my checkbook. I'd throw out those carbon copies. I got audited, didn't have those. I think it was like $1,000 penalty fine kind of thing for my contractors were technically employees the way we had it set up, the way they were working for me. So there's a lot of things I didn't know that I got dinged on because I came at it from an industry perspective, not a business perspective. I had to learn as I was going, which is fine. You will learn as you're going. But think about the $100 in the beginning to buy 5 different books and all the research versus the thousands of dollars you're going to spend in mistakes. I think it's a pretty good trade-off. And I say 5 books because this author has this perspective, this author has this perspective, and this author says this about a certain topic like sales tax, and this author doesn't mention it. You get 5 books, you're going to get a good breadth of knowledge from all of them and have a good base to start off. So, are you coming at this from an industry perspective? Understand yourself that you may not have a lot of business acumen. So go get that knowledge. If you're coming at this from a business perspective, also understand that you don't have the actual real world experience. So go get that any way you can. And don't be afraid to ask questions. I guess I started this channel so that people could learn how to do this. So you got questions, just ask me. Business or industry, just ask me and I'll answer the best of my ability. And if I don't know, I know people that do know. So boil it all down, know your limitations, know where you're coming from, know where you have to add those skills. Because there's not a lot of people who are going to come in at this who are amazing at business and amazing at the event rental business industry. So know your limitations and go out and get that extra knowledge so that you can be well-rounded and succeed quickly in this. Thanks for watching.